Hi interwebs, Girl Germs here with a little gameplay commentary over an ancient game of Black Ops. I found this while clearing out my vault last night. I was over on Black Ops for a ladder match and needed to get a rule set out of my vault. And yeah, this was in there, so that was kind of cool finding it again. It's from the end of last year. Some friends and I were pub stomping the Nuketown 24/7 playlist, and after about an hour, we ended up free-for-all. So if you check the feed, there's probably a name or two that you'll recognise if you're an Aussie. And a big shout out to my old Wolf Legion crew from my POA Black Ops days. They actually got me started with competitive COD, and huge love to them, especially Breezer and Griffo, who made me rage so hard by killing me and teabagging me and laughing at my fails. And then, because he's such a lovely man, he put them on YouTube for everyone to laugh at. I love you, man. I really do. So yeah, that was kind of cool. I really miss the Wolf Legion days. We had fun. We had 3 companies and we'd scrim twice a week minimum, and it was just hella cool. But anyway, I don't know how I won this, except that the spawns were hideous and I just got lucky. So anyway, the topic that I want to talk about today has been inspired by the Olympics, which are currently underway in London. And let me first say up that I am not, underlined, bold, not a hater. And I appreciate the dedication and diligence it takes to qualify, and then the enormous personal sacrifice and, financial burdens that players undergo to attend. Because it's not just the weeks of the games, there's qualifiers, which could be international, and living in another country for weeks or months preparing. It's a big deal, I get that. But anyway, I was in the shower thinking, because that's where I do most of my thinking and singing. But anyway, what was weighing on my mind was just the cost of running the Olympics. And the prestige that goes along with it. Athletes can go, like I said, into significant debt, and families sacrifice time together and money for their star athlete to represent the country. And I think that says a lot about the society that we live in, to think that's a good idea. As a musician and an educator, I sometimes despair at the amount spent on sport that could be more evenly weighted to develop the arts. I bet right now you could name at least 3 past or present Olympians from your country and possibly other countries. But I bet you can't name the last professional or amateur soloist who performed in your country's most prestigious venue. I liken it to the piano competition over here in Sydney. I'm a classically trained pianist, but I could not tell you who won that thing like ever. And maybe it's the biggest deal in the realm of solo classical performance in Australia, and it should be something that I know. It's in my field, I should know that. But because it wasn't covered and it's not really of interest, yeah. But I can tell you from experience that to get to that level of proficiency, where you get accepted into a tertiary level of music study, you need to start young and you need to practice morning and night for absolute hours. And it takes as much dedication as any athlete. It's mentally taxing and it's physically draining, because while playing an instrument can look easy, it's really not. You use a lot of energy, and oh my god, it's just enormous, the commitment it takes. And that's just getting through to there. But if you get further into musical studies, to learn a concerto by memory, for example, to rehearse it, play it by memory, and then learn with an orchestra to put it all together, that takes months. And to do it well and have a repertoire to take you any further than that, it takes years. It's a lifetime's work. Like I said, we start young. When I was 6, I started my piano lessons, and I had an aptitude for it. I started practicing many hours right from then because I loved it and I was good at it. But I had a big sense of accomplishment through all the little hurdles and the wins and the great grades and whatever, but I was never going to be a household name just because my bark is amazing. It is actually amazing. Where was I? Oh yeah, there's no outpouring of national pride when a cellist from the back of Whoop Whoop wins a concerto competition. So please just keep that in mind when you're watching the Olympics. The arts are important too. So like, sub, share, check my faves. I'm out of here. Leave an opinion if I'm wrong. Catches.